Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining us. My name is Denise Barreto, and I'm from Relationships Matter Now, and I'm a partner of the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation and The Yarn, who are hosting the See Alice Storytelling Contest. We launched this contest on Monday night with a live Zoom call, and we invited everybody, and I know everybody couldn't make it, so we decided to make some snippets about what we talked about, and I'm joined today by one of our dope creative team members, Chris James from the House of Art. Chris, say hi.
What up?
Yes, you probably have the most two energetic folks on this team on this call. We'll see if the rest of them can top it. So if you haven't seen, the See Alice contest was launched on Monday. And first of all, some of y'all might just be like, what is Alice? Like, I like that there's some money on the table, but I don't even get this. So let me start with, who is Alice? Alice is the asset limited, income constrained, employed people of our state. And there are 21 states around the country that are looking at this data. And Alice, these are the households that are, quite frankly, holding up the nation right now, right? These are folks in Arkansas that make up about 41% of all the households in the state. They face significant challenges, especially right now during this COVID-19 crisis. And so we wanted to do something responsive and to stand up for Alice, because the reality is we launched our data about Alice back on March 10th, which was right before all of this blew up and hit. So we already saw Alice. We just want y'all to see Alice, and we want to encourage as many households in Arkansas that are Alice. We want to hear your voice, because we don't want to continue to pass the myths about these hardworking households. And the reality is, hardworking, if hardworking was all it took, then we wouldn't even have any Alice households to begin with. So let me tell you about the contest. We opened it on Monday, and from Monday until, I think, May 1st, so that's next Friday, you should go to AliceInAR.org, and it has all the details. But I want to go over a few things with you first. First of all, like I said, your story is your entry. We want to hear your story in whatever form that it may come in, and I'll go into that in a little bit. And did I mention that there is cash money on the line for your story? Cash money, exactly. Our top winner is going to win $1,000, and then we're going to have two honorable mentions at $250 each. Now, we're not leaving you up to your own devices. Of course, we put together a dope creative team, and that's why Chris is here, and I'm about to let him tell you how he's going to support you after I tell you all the different ways that you can enter. When we say we want your story, that's exactly what we mean. Now, we know some of y'all have tons of talent out there. Some of you are poets. Some of you are spoken word artists. Some of you are musicians. So an original song, a poem, it could just be a written narrative. Just as long as you read it out loud and make sure it's not more than 6 minutes, that's the framing for the narratives. Spoken word, that genre already has its own constraints, and that is 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And if you're going to do a poem, we don't mind if there's no character limit. Just make sure that your poem fits between 3.5 and 3 minutes up to 6 minutes. And then finally, anything else that you do, I think we did have one other category, but it doesn't matter. All that information is out on the website. I just want you to think about how you want to bring us your story, and know that after all those entries come in next Friday, the top 10 are the people that get to work with Chris. So no offense, I know y'all chomping at the bit to work with Chris, but you got to get through that top 10. So Chris, tell us what superpower you're gonna bring to bear to help whoever enters our contest.
Hey, first off, what's up, world? It's me, Chris James, the national award-winning poet, TED Talk speaker, the owner of the House of Art, author of 3 amazing books. And I'm excited to bring the superpower of spoken word and storytelling and creativity and color. That's a whole lot of superpowers. Process. So I'm excited for you to be one of the top 10 storytellers. I'm excited for you to tell your story, to tell your truth, and to show the people of Arkansas how you have always been a superhero. And you've always been an essential worker and someone who has held up the foundation of your family, your home, and your community.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be super dope, man. We're about to bring some magic, and we got a whole lot of other great people on our team, from Crystals C. Mercer, from Hillary Trudell, from
Yes.
Cameron, from Chantel Hill. It's going down.
Yeah,
So
we're hollering shout outs to everybody. That's right.
Yeah.
We've got a video crew of Jeff Daly and Keto Alexander. And if you just stay tuned, you will get to meet each of them, because I'm going to talk to, because we had a call on Monday night that was like 35 minutes. And if you didn't make it, we wanted to make sure you got that information. So again, thank you, Chris, for joining me today. And thank you for taking the time to listen to us. If you want to enter the See Alice contest, you can do that starting right now, like as soon as you get done with this. And if you have a question that we haven't answered, you can go to www.alicenar.org. Every question's out there, the entry form telling you all the different things that I just told you, and a host of other things. But if for some reason there is not an answer to something that you need, just throw it in the comments wherever you see this video. It's going to be throughout social media, and we are going to be responsive. We are on this. We've got resources deployed throughout the state. Do not worry wherever you are. If you're in the Delta, if you're in West Helena, if you're in Jonesboro, you're in Northwest, or you're in Hot Springs, it doesn't matter. We want to hear from you, and we have resources available to help you get your entries in. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Chris, and I hope y'all have a great day.